What's going on, y'all? Just doing a little quick video. Just I don't know. I guess I do these little videos, man, just to try to encourage people and different things like that. Uh, I want to let y'all know God is still on the throne. He good all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning, even with my supervisor and a whole lot of other people. I'm just learning to, just deal with people. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, God will use your enemies as your footstool. God will make your enemies your footstool. You know what I'm saying? So I try to I try to look at it like that. That even with people that what I'm saying, especially going through what we going through, man. You know what I'm saying? It always feel like what I'm saying. You got a lot of negativity coming at you, especially when you step out here into the world, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing about me. They know I ain't no hider. You know what I'm saying? I don't be doing no hiding. You know what I'm saying? I be out there with them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going, and that's exactly what they want y'all to do. You know, that's exactly what they want y'all to do. They want y'all to do a whole bunch of hiding. You know what I'm saying? Where to the point that where you just, you get to the point that where you don't want to face Satan. That ain't gonna be me. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that ain't gonna be me. I'm gonna make my videos. I'm gonna I'm gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get my life back together. I know it ain't gonna be perfect because the whole thing about it is some of our missions, that we got for God. Some of our missions are it requires doing different things. You know what I'm saying? Some of our missions. So a lot of people, we think that everybody got the same calling. Sometimes we look at other people's struggles and we say, we ain't why that person's struggling harder than me. But you got to realize sometimes in our calling, some people have bigger callings than others. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you got to look at the things that you go through in your life, and you kind of put it together like, I think I got a bigger calling. So don't always laugh at somebody because they might be going through a little more than you. Don't laugh at that, because the whole thing about it is you can't take the assignment that they got. Okay? Many have come, but few are chosen. Few are chosen. Okay? So you got to realize that, and everything you get ain't from God neither. Remember that. The devil will give you what you want. The devil will give you what you want because he know it ain't in the will of God, and he know a lot of times a lot of us want things because it's the lust of the flesh. See, and the devil will hand you that. You know what I'm saying? So you know. It's to the point that where you gotta rightly divide, and you gotta be a good discerner. You gotta discern things. You know, you gotta make sure you discern things and stuff like that. So what the devil meant for bad, God meant for good. So I take things as a blessing, and you know what I'm saying. Just like this restaurant. You know what I'm saying. I thought that because a hurricane was over, that was gonna be a wrap, but of course, they were like, "Hey, man, you might as well just go ahead and kick it." At least we know where our workers are at all times. A lot of these people can't keep a prep, a dishwasher, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They can't keep them. So you know what? You know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in the door, I'm right in your face. You good. You know what I'm saying? Because That's just like that's why even anything you want to prosper in life, when you want to come to the point that it takes a team. You know what I'm saying? It does take a team. I agree. You know, it's better to have a team. But at the end of the day, because nobody want to be out there playing basketball by themselves for the rest of their life, or football. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got a team. That's a good team. But in this team, we got to all be on one accords. That's how we win. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just like Jesus. When Jesus was with Peter and Judas. Yeah, they was a team. But we had some people on the team. Jesus had some people on the team that denied him and sold him out for some coins. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we can have a team. That's good. Yeah, I'm with that. But if all of us on one accord, are we all preaching the same thing? You know what I'm saying? That's why Apostle said, you know, there's a lot of denominations out here, a lot of churches, but all of them, they preaching different doctrines, but all of them supposed to be serving the same God. I don't wanna be to the point that where you know, I'm with somebody or with a team that all of us got like, you know, different belief systems. No, I can't do that. Because you're gonna either believe the scriptures or you ain't. You can't take a little bit out of the word of God and say this part is right, but the rest of the Bible is wrong. Because that's just like me, for instance. If I was to sit back and write a book about my life, well, I can write a book about my life and I can lie about a few things in that book. You know what I'm saying? So what that say? That tell you right there, if you lie about one thing in that book, how you know I ain't lied about the whole thing? You know what I'm saying? So you can either believe what I say, or you can just close the book. And that's basically how it goes down. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the Revelation it say, don't add or take away from the word of God. You know, it clearly says that at the end of the book. After you read the whole thing, it say, okay, now don't take away from my word. Because God is not a God of confusion. So that's basically what you got to go by. Yeah, I just woke up this morning, you know what I'm saying, and I was just thinking about that. And I was also thinking about forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm starting to basically look at people and to a point to where I close my eyes and I dig deep within myself, and I realize back in the days when I used to be just like you. I used to hold in a lot of bitterness, and I was really trying to reach out to people, but you know, I was doing it in a way where, you know, I was always angry all the time. And instead of embracing love, I shunned it away. And the reason why I shunned it away, because you can be sensitized to anything. And when you always getting hurt in life, you know, could be in relationship, could be by your parents, could be, you know, just school, anything. When you always going through something in life, you become sensitized to pain. You know, you become sensitized to it. So then when somebody try to show you love And it don't necessarily have to be through cash neither. Just trying to give you insight on things, you reject it. You don't feel comfortable around love. That's why we got to accept Jesus. Jesus is love. And a lot of times, even with Jesus, he'll show us love and we'll push him away. That's why the Bible says, harden not your heart when you hear my voice. Because we so bitter on the inside, when God start talking to us, we get angry. Be like, you watch me go through all this stuff. No. I knew if I gave you too much freedom, I knew if that certain person came in your life, I knew if you got that certain job, it was going to lead to destruction. It was going to lead to the destruction. And I found out, a lot of times, even with me, when I get blessings, especially big blessings, the first thing I want to do is go, back in the days, I want to go hang out at the party, go to the gambling hall, hang out with my homies, drinking on buckets. You know how we do in the hood, in the country. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do. Even though I was sharing with my friends then. When I go around and we all drink, I was the one always buying everything. Ain't nobody had 5 on it. I was the one always buying everything. There a couple people out there, they was all right, but I mean, it was basically because me and a few others, we were the only ones held down jobs. Everybody else stayed getting drunk every day. I was even nice to people back then. But but back to this team thing, it take a team that stick together. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stick together, and I basically, not trying to get a team where we're only focused on money. You know what I'm saying? We're only focused on popularity. I don't want a team like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Jesus told the disciples, he said, throw your nets away, follow me, and I'll make you fishermen of men. Meaning y'all gonna be out here winning souls. Y'all are gonna be out here prophesying and witnessing to people. Okay? You're gonna be drawing people into the kingdom. And that's our duties as disciples for Christ. We supposed to be drawing people in, and if we ain't got the mindset, to do that, then hey man, what are you good for? Absolutely nothing. So what we're trying to do here is even in the targeted individual community. A lot of y'all say y'all chosen. Okay, we're the chosen ones. I do believe that in a sense, but if you are, and I do believe I'm a chosen one, but if you are the chosen ones, they are connected to God. You don't understand what a chosen one means. Look it up. We have special abilities. We are peculiar people. And that's one thing you got to realize, that we are peculiar people. So if I'm not seeing that in you, you'll know them by the fruits that they bear. They act weird. But those are the ones that always, they are more connected spiritually. They are more connected with God than a lot of other people, man. Because they're not plugged into the matrix. They're not plugged into the matrix, man. So when you got a lot of people that's plugged into the matrix, it's going to be to the point that where you don't even feel comfortable around them. What you want to do is get them, you're trying to drag them out of the matrix. That's is our duty, man. We supposed to be trying to drag them out the matrix because they stuck there. That's why when you look at people targeting you and the nose thing and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's almost to the point that where it's like you got to be like, Father, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They plugged into the matrix. Satan is using these people as puppets. You know, even some of these people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point that where, hey man, you know, what are we gonna do here? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be to the point of that. My whole MO of these YouTube videos is just, and I'm getting better and better. And you know, it takes practice. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better and better. God told me, just because you're not perfect, or you don't have all the right equipment and all this kind of stuff for some of these YouTube videos and stuff like that. He said, that's how everybody starts off, man. You got to crawl before you walk. You know, it's not, let me tell you something. I'd rather have 30 subscribers, you know, that's loyal, that fear the Lord, that's feeling me and what I'm talking about, than to have 4,000 subscribers that I'm leading to hell. Because I'm lukewarm with a lukewarm message. Okay? So I don't care if I had, like Geno Jennings said, he said for years he only had one member. And he was faithful with that one member. Like the song say, faithful for a few things. Faithful for a few things. And God will multiply. But when it comes down to human beings, you know, we got to realize these people got souls. Where are we leading these souls? So it ain't really got nothing to do with subscribers and really all that, man. It ain't really about that. What are you doing with these subscribers? For real. Think about it. Y'all go back and look at some of y'all videos. What are you doing with all these subscribers? I can have a whole, if I wanted to tell a couple of jokes or, you know, rap or do whatever, I draw too. If I wanted to do all that and just post it on YouTube and just make some YouTube stuff, there's all this funny stuff going on in this restaurant. I ain't got to do nothing but just record my work day. Okay, this is so and so and so. Okay, this is a certain kind of steak sandwich. I could just record Michelle. I could just record her cooking food and probably make up a food channel if I want. She wouldn't care. She'd be like, all right, yeah, promote me. She one of the best. She cook real good. I could just do that, like that wilderness cooking show I like watching. Be a Mel Martha Stewart on you. Stop it. That ain't nothing. But like I said, I just got a new subscriber. I was happy with that. Like, yeah, man, I like your stuff, man. It's cool. Yeah, man, I'm going through that. I'm going through a lot of stuff. And, hey, man, you encourage me. That's what I want to hear. I want to encourage somebody. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to we can dialogue. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I want somebody that got good dialogue. We can discuss. I subscribed to one guy. We was talking about drinking wine. Because I kind of commented to his page, like, wait a minute, bro. The Bible speaks about drinking strong drink. Now, wine is not a strong drink. People say, no, wine is not a strong drink. You know, when you drink too much of anything, too much of anything is bad for you. But wine is not a strong drink. I'm still doing a little studying on that. But when you start talking about liquor and 211 and all that kind of stuff, man, stop trying to label that as wine, bro. That ain't wine. And we had a debate, but he's a good brother, man, and you know what I'm saying? He has some good videos. But every once in a while, somebody gonna say something, somebody gonna say something in their video, like my homegirl said, your logical thinker, she was like, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, agree with everything somebody say. Excuse me, I coughed. That wasn't no stalking cough. I had throat kind of dry. But at the end of the day, like she said, I'm not gonna agree with everything somebody say. We still cool. Me and him still cool. We be text, you know what I'm saying? YouTube. He make a video. I comment on it, and he said there ain't no hard feeling. He said we just gonna, you know, we gonna dialogue on this. And like I told him, I said I'm gonna study a little bit on this because, you know, in Psalms, I think 104, verse 14 or 15, it speaks on God actually giving man wine. Yeah. And Jesus turned the water into wine. And David and Solomon and all them prophets and people, Jonah, they stayed wine. You know, they stayed getting tipsy. So, you know, but at the end of the day, see what y'all fail to realize, a lot of things weren't bad for us back then like it is now. Because of man. Just like Adam and Eve. You know, God gave them all the fruit in the land and say, hey, man, this is yours. This is paradise here. What more you want? I give you that. Just don't touch that one tree. It was that simple. Just don't touch that one tree and you good. See, we messed things up. We were supposed to live forever. Yeah. But because of that sin, it shortened our life. And that's the same thing. That's the same thing with the stuff these heathens create. That when you when you take it into your system, it shortens your life. When you start drinking hard drink, it gets some, especially people that drink a lot, give you cirrhosis of the liver. Smoking cigarettes can cause cancer. Eating too much pork. People say don't go by the old laws of Moses, forget the Old Testament, but at the end of the day, them testaments that Moses gave helps you. Eat too much pork. And see what happened to you, especially in us black people. So get clogged arteries, high blood pressure, a headache sometimes, because I tested it out one time. I kept trying to figure out why I kept getting a headache. I thought it was because of them. I said, no, you getting a headache all the time is because you eating too much pork. I love pork. You know, so, and some of them things them Hebrew Israelites be saying be right. They be right. Everything they saying, you know. So I take the good out of what let's see what this dialogue, you know. But yeah, I had to stray away. I had to back off that pork. I eat me a pork chop sandwich in a minute with some hot sauce. Everything look good ain't good for you. I was catching big headaches off that. I said, no. I said, let me back off of it. And when I backed off that pork and started eating chicken and stuff like that, I felt I didn't have the headaches like I used to have. So I said, well, when he say my commandments are not grievous, that mean what he's saying is my commandments are here to help you so you can live longer. You know what I'm saying? So you can enjoy life instead of waking up in the morning with pain all in your body and all that kind of, I'm hurting bad. Yeah, you're hurting bad because you ain't taking care of yourself. You are what you eat. Y'all know what people be saying. Y'all are what you eat. Got to eat a salad sometimes and some soup. You know. A lot of times y'all be bloated. You'll be feeling stuff in, especially being a target individual. You know what I'm saying? You got to, because you're always nervous and you in fear all the time. Some people is, some people ain't, you know, to each his own. So you got to take more care of your body. We got to take more good care of our bodies, man. Because that's one of the biggest killers out here was for us, is that's their heart attacks. Always stressing in our communities. doing a lot of stressing and stuff like that. So, you know, that's one thing I encourage y'all. Start eating more, eat lighter. I was gonna go to another subject, but when I really get down into my YouTube, I'ma really go hard. You know what I'm saying? Even down with that food, and some of y'all women just eating anything. Then you wonder, man, because I had one of my exes. She, me and her used to dialogue all the time, and you know what I'm saying. And she literally told me, she said, you know why some women kind of got issues? I said, why? I said, what you talking about? And we were just talking. She was high and I was high. I ain't gonna lie. That was back in the days, though, you know. She said, because it's the food y'all eat. That's why sometimes, even when people pass gas, it don't smell like other people's gas. Sometimes it feel like you can take a match and strike their fart. It be smelled so bad. God, that smells like gasoline. It's because that old bacteria and food that's in your stomach. You know, and a lot of times them fumes, they come out of you. Yeah. Just like a woman all the time say she went on a sardine diet. All thing she ate was sardines. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, that's why certain women you might be with, you be like, oh, she don't. You know why? Because they don't eat all this pigging off just junk food all the time. And pigging, you know what I'm saying? They put good food in their body. Like I said, what's in you gonna come out. It's gonna come out. Just like an alcoholic. I know this. I used to be a drunk back then. I used to drink all the time. But then when I get out there in that sun, even though I took a shower and everything, put deodorant on, cologne to make a difference. But when you go outside and that sun hit you, that beer coming out them pores. It's coming out. And even though you ain't drank nothing in 2 days, you get around people, they can smell that beer. They can smell it. So a lot of times, like I said, we were meant to eat healthy. Our temple, we were meant to put healthy things in our temple. You know what I'm saying? Like fish and stuff like that, and water, a lot of water, because that too cleans out your system. You know what I'm saying? That cleans out your system. Drink more water. Because you drink more water, that cleans out your system and stuff like that. And you know, when you go to the bathroom, your bowels are loose. Not loose, but you know, they that's why you take X-Lax, X-Lax and stuff like that. Because when you take X-Lax, it brings fluid, I think, to your pancreas. I don't know nothing. Look, I'm not Doogie Howser, okay? But I know it brings fluid down there. It loosens up the stool, you know what I mean? It loosens it up. And all that toxins and all that comes out in the toilet. So you got to drink a lot of water. Always drinking sodas and stuff like that all the time, and Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Drink some water. You know, nice cold water and stuff like that. Sometimes I heard green tea, you know, certain teas cleans out your colon and cleans out your system and all that kind of stuff. You know. So when you going through this to me, I don't always look at it as, you know what I'm saying, oh man, you know, I'm targeted by the world. No. What the devil meant for bad, God meant for good, because I have learned this program is making me very bold, you know, to the point that where, you know, I feel like this is like a boot camp for God's chosen. This is a boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is you get targeted so much. You and this is what you got to be careful about, though. Don't start hating people. Please don't do that. Don't do that. But what happens is you'll start hating sin. And that's the whole thing God wants. How you gonna go against Satan if you his friend? You got to be mad at him. That's right. Make me mad. I like that. That way, just like boxers, before they get inside the ring, they go for the matchup and they get look up in each other's face and they be talking about each other, mama and everything. Yeah, and I'm gonna bust you up. Yeah, your mama, you know, she's a picklehead, you know, and they start talking trash to each other. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time they get in the ring, they ready to tear each other's heads off. Oh man, you were talking all that junk? Yeah, let's see what you're working with, bro. Let's see how nice you are with them hands. You know what I'm saying? So that's how God prepares us for Satan, because he's nothing to play with in that ring. So he prepares us for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that God is trying to hurt you. His plans for you is not to hurt you, but to better you. So it ain't that he's trying to do that. He's trying to get you ready for war. You can't get up in that ring all soft. You know, all these false doctrines and hypocrites out here, and you know, he wants you. He even wants you to hate fornication. With that's like, you know, that's like one of the biggest downfalls of man. He wants you to be to the point that even when you see a whore walking up the street, you're like, that's disgusting. Let me go minister to her and let her know that ain't the way to live. You know, that's how Jesus walked upon the face of the earth when he turned over tables. He was like, you selling stuff in my house of the Lord? What are you doing? And that's how God wants us to look at sin. He don't want us to don't be unevenly yoked with unbelievers. I don't know I think I said it right. I don't know. I'm going to buy me a better Bible. But the Bible I buy this time is going to have a concordance on it. I like a study Bible. So like if I read something, I can go down to the footnotes and I can kind of, you know, I'm not too bad of a reader, but some people, you know, you got to realize something too. Everybody say, well, you shouldn't get a Bible with a concordance on it. But you got to realize some people on an 8th grade reading level, some people on a 6th grade reading level. Some people can't read at all. Okay, so what we do about those people? Oh, they just don't know the truth? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I'm a pretty decent reader, you know, so it's like, you know, I want to get a Bible where I can read and then I can go down and be like, okay, this is what this verse mean. And, you know, what does this mean in Hebrew? What does this mean in, you know, Greek? You know what I mean? So you want to kind of know what words mean, because it makes a big difference. That's why even in the New International Version, you know, I don't like it. Some versions, they take out certain words that really mean a lot in that whole message, and they take it out. Like it, you know, like it might say he, and they might say them. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure, because like I said, the devil, he's real sneaky. He will deceive you. You know, he will deceive you quick. So you got to make sure. That's why the Bible says, study to show thyself approved. Study to show thyself approved mean that, you know what I'm saying, when you step before somebody that don't know the word of God or think they know the word of God, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to tell them the truth. Speak the real deal. Speak the truth, instead of just being of your own understanding. But anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video. Still doing okay. God is still on the throne. He's still good all the time. Even sometimes when we feel like, you know, stop rushing everything. You know what I'm saying? Just stop being so, let God work. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing out here for you. Ain't really nothing. I'm getting to the point that I don't even, some of the stuff I see people do, I be like, man, that used to be, but I'm not even interested in that anymore. Like I used to be back in the days. And that's a good thing. When you feel yourself start feeling like that, like, why am I even here for? And the only thing you want to do is that you got the heart to please God. That's a good thing. That's when you know God working. That's the feeling you want to feel. You want to feel like you getting distance. You're moonwalking. You getting distance from the world. When you start feeling that, then you're going somewhere. God got his hands on you. Because you're going to feel that. Everybody that's chosen going to feel that. That's why you feel like you're isolated. No, you're not being isolated. You're being drugged from the world. From that matrix. You getting up out of there. So you can help other people come out the matrix. That's your duty. That's your job. You know what I'm saying? And to win people to Christ so we can build up this kingdom. Have more people up in heaven. All right, y'all be blessed and have a wonderful day.